What's up, everybody? It's your girl, indescribable, aka Geraldine Lake, checking in with none other than my bestie for the restie,
Lene Monet, and you are listening to the She Said It First podcast, an Urban One podcast on the Urban One Podcast Network. Period.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Now we have made it through another week, child.
Girl, we did that, honey. Oh,
Barely.
Barely. POP, mama, I love you.
I do feel legally blind. It's just been so much going on. So, friend, like we start every other episode, you got to talk to me about what irritated you this week.
Friend, I think it's going to irritate me for a while. I'm going to start walking. I'm walking. The gas? Friend, the gas, I can't do the gas. Friend, that's stressful. It's very stressful. Every time I pull up and I'm looking at it because I'm like, dang, I only got like 5 gallons, but we up to like $25-$30, like the meter off or something. Something not right with that. I don't know. We got to get that man up out of there. That's what I know. We got to get that.
Who you driving? A spaceship? Because not you extraterrestrial. Girl, I just know I thank God that I work from home and I don't have to move around too much because I put about $35-$40 in there and it lasts for 2 weeks. Well, you know, I buy my cars based on the gas mileage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know, people be like, well, you need to get something new.
Girl, I'm in a Nissan Altima. That should tell you everything you need to know right there. That should tell you everything you need to. Girl,
baby, and honey been doing me good. I've been using that car since I think 2018. I bought that car, or 2016 or something like that. And so, baby, this car has been holding me through. And I'm not going. This car is going to have to explode with me in it for me to give it.
I'm not giving my car. I don't blame you. God, leave 25.
I love that
5 gallons. Oh, you so lucky, friend. It's driving me crazy. I was looking at bikes the other day. I ain't rode a bike in so long. I was looking to see if maybe I could get some miles in on a bike or something. I don't know, but I can't do the gas.
I feel like that. Getting a bike would have positive health consequences. We would be more fit. I could get a bike. Now, am I going to use it? Realistically, no.
Friend, why haven't I seen you on them rollerblades again?
Okay, do I come to your house and attack you?
No, because I want to know, why haven't I seen you on the rollerblades? You got a second way of transportation.
I mean,
why you not on them rollerblades?
We just got on here. This is only my 3rd day out. Like, dang, you just came for me real hard.
Yeah.
I'll never see them rollerblades again. The way my calves, everything from the kneecap and surrounding areas was on fire. I said, I don't know who did I think I was buying a pair of roller skates? And that's who pissed me off this week. Me. Because who? Who do you think I was to get on the roller skates? Thinking I'm cousin Skeeter or somebody. Scream from Say My life is not Nickelodeon sitcom, baby. I need to hang it on up. So
I seen one video.
Girl, and you won't see another. And it's funny because I saw a video the other day of people rollerblading on the Beltline, and I thought that was cute. She was like, "We're going to attempt to rollerblade the entire Beltline today." And I was just thinking to myself, "Girl, it's like 20 miles,
girl,
something like that, 10 to 20, something like that." And I just kept thinking to myself, I don't know if this is going to end well, but they ended up doing it a little bit short. But they did, do it, and I was like, that looked like so much fun. But I just know. Y'all got 30 minutes out of me. It's the amount of time it took me to film that video. That video may have been 10 minutes long on YouTube.
Oh my God.
I was done. So yeah, I think that was my limit there, that one little time. It was nostalgic, it was cute or whatever. But
never again.
Never again. But friend, we gotta this week has been a shit show. We gotta get into a lot of stuff.
Girl, what happened?
I really want to talk about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant because the way that she's been tussling for her life in the comments for these last couple of weeks about this honorary doctorate degree, and she just went on a Breakfast Club. She went on a Breakfast Club today, and tried to dispel the rumors. I said,
did not dispel them. You did
not
not
a
dispel
doctor.
them. Exactly, you didn't dispel them. She said the school was non-existent. Friend, then you don't got it. If it's non-existent, then so is the degree.
Right.
That's how that works.
I don't know. I don't know if you understand how a defense works, but it's obvious that you're not an attorney either. Because girl, go to hell, okay?
Girl, go straight to hell. Cause come on now, baby. It's just like, and then I had called financial aid, and then I had, you still don't got it. Where the receipts, baby? We looking for receipts. We looking for diplomas. We looking for degrees. You don't got it. We're looking for doctorates. You don't got it.
The way that people sit up and play in our face every day, I think it's very important right now to shift the conversation from, we're not just talking about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Doctor is so funny to me.
Like
we're not
Phil.
just right. We're not just talking about her. What I'm talking about is the fact that life coaches and people that are, your whole job is to encourage people, motivational speakers and stuff. That's cute. But when it comes to mental health illnesses and people that need possibly medication to help regulate their emotions and mental state, we need to have a serious conversation about how we let uncertified people play in our face.
Yeah. But I
because
think
we get on
for
TikTok
everybody online. That goes for everybody online because everybody is giving it unsolicited advice all the time about, I mean, people could say that about us, but we ain't got no doctor in front of our name. We didn't put doctor in front of nothing.
Let me tell you why it's not the same. What we're doing is kikiing amongst each other. We are not telling people this is how you should live your life. This is, if you have this problem, this is how you should fix it. That is not what we're doing. This lady has gone on podcast after podcast and let people call her Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Talking about, I was in the middle of a therapy session. How was you in a therapy session and you're not licensed?
That's crazy.
But
you know, they were saying in the comments why we don't say nothing about Dr. Umar.
Who don't say nothing about Dr. Umar?
That's what I was at. I literally was thinking, I'm like, have y'all been listening? But I mean, I guess not. I don't know.
We've been talking, baby, we have been dragging Dr. Umar for years. Where is that school you promised us?
Thank you. No, Jolene, for real. Where is that school he said he was building for us? Where is it? We haven't seen nothing. Girl, he went and stood outside, went like this, and we ain't seen nothing since.
How you do?
He went like this, and we ain't seen nothing since.
That nigga paying the perimeter and said that should do it. Sit your ass down. Y'all pissed me off.
What the hell?
I'm frustrated because I feel like as a community, people that have the biggest following, we just go with whatever they say. And I don't think that that's right. I understand we do have things called thought leaders. We have people in the community that we enjoy getting their opinion about things. Mm-hmm. Like our case in point, we're somebody's favorite content creators. Don't know who it is, don't care, but we're somebody's favorite.
Yeah.
That do not mean we need to run for a congressional seat.
Right.
That is not
right.
You know what I mean? Like, we got to learn how to start separating the difference. And I think that when somebody listen, Dr. Raquel Martin went on a tangent about this one day and they tried to eat her up because she is a licensed clinical therapist.
So she has a right to be talking for one, but they ate her up. That's crazy.
If anybody could talk, it would be Dr. Raquel Martin. But baby, they was trying to eat her up in the comments, talking about she being mean and she just trying to take down another Black woman. And here's the thing. Dr. Cheyenne, here's the thing.
Why you keep tripping yourself out every time you say doctor?
Because we play entirely too much. The thing about her is she markets herself a certain type of way. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying that she is a grifter, but I'm saying that we have to be very careful in our community about hearing inspirational messages and things that people are amening in the comments, because that's how the church got us.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that's how the church got us, singing hymns, swaying left and right and kumbaya in this moment and ain't doing a damn thing for us. So I think, much respect to her being, I mean, she has I don't know what her credentials are. I just know it ain't doctor.
Okay. Because I'm like, where you going to go with this?
I was trying my best to pull one out of somewhere.
Yeah, and we are not tearing down another Black woman. You can give unsolicited advice. It becomes a problem when you say you're a doctor and you're just not. It's just like if you were to go in for surgery and he said, and you found out the person who did surgery on you wasn't a doctor, would you be like, you're trying to tear down another Black surgeon? Well, he's not a surgeon. So how do you feel about the botched body now? Does it make sense? You know what I mean? So you just like, you can give your unsolicited advice, fine. It's different when you're claiming to have something that you don't have so that you can get more recognition than you deserve. That's all we're saying. Okay? Like, people believe in you and holding on to what you're saying tooth and nail. And you ain't got no, like, come on now. We gotta be smarter than this. We gotta be smarter than that.
And furthermore, I think we have every right. People that have platforms, you can feel how you want to feel about what I'm about to say. Whether you acknowledge it or accept it or not, you have a responsibility to, you got to have some type of integrity with the content that you put out. Okay. And if you don't, you are subject to scrutiny, because we absolutely have the right to hold you accountable, which brings me to my next point. What the hell happened at that Netflix Kevin Hart roast?
So I didn't watch it. I did not watch it. Didn't. And let me tell you why I cringed. I cringed at a few moments, but one thing, I have, Jerlyn, no, I suffer. I cannot do secondhand embarrassment. I don't know how to sit through that. I can't sit through it. It make my skin crawl. And all I saw was somebody say something about George Floyd, and I said, oh, I will never tune into this. If they on there making fun of George, there is nothing funny. There's literally nothing I can think of that would be funny about bringing up George Floyd. So right then and there, I think I just made the executive decision to like not watch it, because I didn't want secondhand embarrassment. I really don't know what to do with that.
Yeah, I think the larger issue for me was how all y'all niggas up there letting these white people get these racist jokes off. You brought MAGA comedians to your roast. What were we expect? I feel like the people that wrote the jokes, because we know the comedians don't write their own jokes in some of those, roasts. I feel like the people that wrote the jokes and who produced it said, let's see how racist we can be. And there's another situation where people are saying, well, this is Kevin Hart's humiliation ritual. He's getting into the Illuminati with this. And I'm like, I don't know if that's fact or fiction. What I know is I don't have a single white person in my life, friend, relative, or business associate, that feels comfortable saying nigga jokes around me. Not a single one.
Which is crazy, because how long have y'all let that fly, right? Because sometimes you can look at them, but I like to look at the other side, because why do they feel so comfortable with getting that off their chest? And nobody said nothing about it. Like, from what I'm hearing, nobody checked it. Everybody was just sitting there kikiing and laughing like, ha, ha, ha. Like, this is not, I'm not going to grin and smile. I don't care if it is a roast. I don't care if I am supposed to laugh. If it's not funny, I'm literally going to sit there like.
Well, I mean, it's two things. To your point, time and place, I understand. And people are like, well, you don't understand the purpose of a roast. Honey, I grew up in the 90s. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. That part.
I was literally born and raised in Memphis, and then grew up part of my life in Mississippi. I'm not a stranger to getting checked on the playground, roasted at the cafeteria. Like, we've been roasting niggas since we was old enough to talk, damn near. This is not a conversation about
here in the DMV, so for sure.
So it's not like we're confused about the purpose of this. What we're saying is, simply put, the jokes did not land. And some people did stand up. I think Chelsea Handler glazed over it a little bit. She made a comment about them being white supremacists and MAGA supporters. But Cheryl Underwood got up there and said exactly what needed to be said. So shout out to my girl Cheryl Underwood, because they made all these jokes. The girl that was making all these jokes about her being blackity black, which pissed me off, because shut the hell up. It's like they don't have nothing else to talk about but how they're racist. And so Cheryl got up there and she basically said, your little jokes is cute or whatever, but just know you in Inglewood, baby. If you got any closer to that N word, you probably wouldn't have made it home tonight. And so the guy, Tony Hinchcliffe, he was the red-faced little guy. They kept making homophobic jokes, which I don't care if he gay or not. My problem is you racist. That's my problem. For you to feel comfortable sitting up there making jokes about George Floyd. And then Shane Gillis, the host, he was saying, I think he made a joke about Kevin Hart being lynched from a bonsai tree because he's so short.
I don't even see where the humor is in this. I can't find it.
Not when black men are still being lynched in 2026.
In DC, at the police station. Interesting observation. Like, we still joking about that?
So to the point about, Cheyenne and Kevin Hart, I think people I feel like it was Sidney Poitier who said maybe to Jamie Foxx, with great influence or exposure comes great responsibility, or something like that. And I think, and I could be wrong, please fact check me, y'all. I'm not saying I know everything, but the gist of it is when you have a platform as large as some of us do, you have to be held accountable for what you do and say. And I think that was just extremely tasteless. And I think people are brushing it off as why they felt comfortable doing that is because, oh, it's just jokes and this is how comedy works. Nothing is off limits. And my thing is, okay, if we're going to take that approach, then you have to also be willing to accept that people will be offended. Well, you shouldn't watch a roast if you're going to be offended. I didn't know that nigga was going to make a George Floyd joke.
And lynching? And we talking about lynching. Is that a joke? Because nothing about that is funny. Like, I don't see where. That's
it's a joke to white
me.
people.
And you know what's weird is that they can get on a public platform and say stuff like that about George Floyd, about lynching, but then Drewski makes a video, never says a name though, doesn't drop a name, doesn't anything. And people are, I could name some names now, but I don't want us to get canceled. Doesn't matter now.
I mean, anyway, I don't really care.
You know doesn't matter now. There's a lot of things he could have called her. He didn't say a name. He literally just mimicked what she already did. He just mimicked what she has already done. And people went crazy. So that's crazy that somebody who just mimicked what you do, don't say anything, gets all this backlash. She getting death threats, losing certain opportunities. But then you have somebody who would literally go on a platform and speak it out loud in front of a room full of Black people. Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, it was just a joke. It was just comedy. I'm confused.
That's the excuse to be racist, girl. A lot of these dudes, and I have another question. Where were the OGs at? Because the only OGs I saw up there was Cheryl Underwood, Cat Williams, and I'm talking about from our community. Cheryl Underwood and Cat Williams. I saw a lot of people in the audience. I saw Mojo Brooks. I saw Dion Cole. I saw the guys from the Laugh Funny AF, the newest special that Kevin Hart did.
Were the Wayans brothers there?
I didn't see them. I saw Shantae, which is the youngest niece, I think, and I saw Craig. I feel like
Bernie Mac would never. I wish Bernie Mac was still living.
No, here's the thing. Bernie Mac would absolutely, but it would not go down like that.
No, I said he would never let it happen. Like Bernie Mac would never let this go down. Like he would never let this go down.
People are trying to compare. They're like, well, we had worse roasts in the 90s. And I'm saying, I ain't never heard nobody say nothing crazy like that while Bernie Mac was on stage. Unless I'm confused. Now, I will gladly be corrected. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
I look at all Bernie Mac specials. I've looked at everything. Def Comedy Jam, Kings of Comedy, everything. The Bernie Mac show, hell, ain't nobody never played in that man's face. Ever. It never gave that. So, no.
Well, they say when we do it, they say we screaming victim because Black people get on stage and talk about white people all the time. And I think this is a different conversation. I feel like people get racism confused with having to be racially aware. We literally have to know. We have to know everything we supposed to know about white people to survive. We don't give a damn about y'all realistically. We have to because we don't want to get murdered in the street. We cater our behaviors and our speech to how your body language is in the moment. And we constantly have to make ourselves smaller because white people just don't have no type of remorse for the way they've taken up space and lynched us, ate us, fed our children to alligator, like
made furniture out of us, everything. Had us carrying your babies, feeding your babies.
That's what I'm saying. We're not cracking jokes because we are racist. We're cracking jokes because sometimes you have to laugh to keep from crying. Y'all are cracking jokes because this is shit you've been wanting to say. You say it at your grandma's house all the time because she still refers to Black people as colored, but you know you can't say it around. And the Black comics that allow it on a regular, because I don't know if you remembered, but there was a clip of Jerry Seinfeld with Chris Rock and I think Louis C.K. and somebody else, and they were making a joke, and Chris Rock was like, "Oh yeah, he gets a pass to say nigger," and they just kept saying nigger back up. And Jerry Seinfeld had to be the one to be like, Nah, I don't think that's funny.
Exactly.
The humor in it, and I'm not looking for the humor in it.
Because what
Chris Rock is the same person as Kevin Hart is crazy.
What is that? And stop inviting everybody to the cookout. I want to say that too, because y'all see a white man with a fade and a do-rag on, be like, oh my, yeah, you can come. You see somebody make some barbecue chicken wings on the grill, and now all of a sudden he can come to the cookout. He got a little swag. Then put that shit on, and now it's like you invited to the cookout. Stop inviting. Everybody can't come to the cookout. I hate when I see y'all say that, just because y'all so easily distracted. Somebody dangle something in front of your face, and you like, ooh, the cookout. Like, no, it don't work like that. It just doesn't. I'm so tired of that. I just had to get that off my chest. Sorry.
Well, no, because I talked about this I did a full breakdown of the special on my YouTube channel, and I mentioned that part about just allowing white people into our spaces. Not that we are trying to actively be segregated again, but the fact that sometimes we let white people into our spaces and they do one of two things. They burn it down, or they take our stuff and say that they created it. So that's my problem with allowing white people at the cook. I don't think nobody get an N-word pass. I feel like if ain't nobody ever called you a nigga and meant it in a derogatory way as a person whose skin tone was brown or black, you can't say nigga.
But why are you so pressed to say it? I don't understand. There's so many other words to use. Why are you so pressed to use it? I don't understand the dedication. I want you, because you know what? You got to do everything we do. It's just annoying. I can't deal. It's annoying.
I think it's about consent. This is a good conversation, friend, because I think it's about consent. Do you know how many people get off on doing shit that you specifically told them not to do?
Girl, do I? Okay. Do I?
That's the problem. I think it's the one thing we asked them not to do. We already asked y'all for reparations. Y'all said no. We asked y'all, could we go to college for free? Y'all said no. We asked y'all, could we buy homes? We asked y'all, could we have universal health care? We asked y'all for the bare minimum as human beings. No. Y'all said no. We say don't say.
And then took the bare minimum and tried to make it theirs. Imagine everybody saying no to everything. You accept the bare minimum. You make it look tight. You make it look like it's a blast over here, because it is a blast being black. I want you to know that. But you're like, well, we want that too. Now we would like the bare minimum as well. I don't understand that.
Girl, the problem is it ain't the bare minimum when they get a hold of it. They do the most, which is why we have things like gentrification, which is why we have when we have white girls on TikTok talking about I just found this new hairstyle. And then it's box braids, or when Vogue released that article and they called an afro a cloud bob. Remember?
I seen that.
That's the type of stuff. That's what
my favorite thing is when they take them box braids out and all their hair fall out. That's my favorite thing to watch.
And that's what it should be doing. That's what it should be doing. Because what Kev on stage say is for black people anyway. And people like to get offended when I say stuff like that. Put the braids in your hair if you want to, dummy. I'm telling you this because your hair is not genetically designed for that. Stupid. It's not because we want to gatekeep hair, dummy. And that's what I say. Let them do it. If you want to put, got to bleed glue in your hair, if you want to put oil sheen in your hair, if you want to weigh your stringy, thin, see-through hair down with all these products, go right ahead, Emily. Go right ahead,
Rebecca. Because
in 6 weeks, you're going to look like Cynthia from the Rugrats. Yes. And I won't be sad about it.
Yes, every single time. Every time. Whoo, child.
So, I mean, girl, it's stupid. I feel like we're having to negotiate and argue and defend so much about our culture when Black culture is the culture. Y'all wouldn't have none of the culture y'all have. When you think about food, hair, makeup, fashion, everything in this country comes from somewhere else, if not Black people.
Yes. Absolutely.
So
we make everything tight.
I just want them to be a little more respectful about taking from us, because the same things that we do that y'all find ghetto and ratchet, y'all do it and it's edgy. And it's, it's avant-garde and all these fancy white people French words.
Right. I
don't like it.
All right. I don't like it either, friend. I don't like it either. I second that. Okay, square it if you have to. Okay.
Baby, if we don't do nothing else, we're going to square some shit, ain't we?
Okay.
Because if it need to be squared, then we're going to square it.
Okay.
But I think I love that we are having these kinds of conversations. These are the types of topics that I would like to cover all the time. And I kind of want to changing gears just a little bit, friend. I know that we talk about a lot of stuff, and not to get too personal, but I feel like there are times when our lives when we just be like, I wish I would have done something sooner.
Yeah.
So Jasmine Brand was recently doing an interview and she talked about how she started her brand with no real plan, no blueprint, and no perfect execution. And she said she just started. She didn't really have everything figured out, but she knew she had an idea and she had to move. Now she's facing some criticism because a lot of people are saying that, you need to have everything, not necessarily perfect, but you need to have some type of plan. And I kind of disagree with her. What do you think about that?
That you need to, okay, there was two questions. Something I wish I would have done sooner,
Mhm.
and then do I think that I need to have a plan for just life in general?
Because she's saying that she didn't wait to pursue something until it was perfect. And so I'm wondering
Ah,
if you have something in your life that you wish you would have done sooner. And also, how do you feel about her saying she just didn't even have no plan? She just went forward.
I love that. I like sometimes just going out. I don't have no plan for this year. Okay. And that's the first time I don't have no plan for this
Get out of
year,
my
girl.
face.
I've just been doing whatever. And honestly, it's been working out. I mean, there's ups and downs to that, but I be tired. I'm really an advocate for like New Year's resolutions, right? I don't really like them. I don't really like New Year's resolutions because when I come up with something, I'm like, why don't I just do it now? Why do I have to wait until January 1st to start whatever it is I've been thinking since October, but I'm going to start it in January? New Year's resolutions just never work for me. So I don't mind planning things out. I do like structure, but I don't think that to be honest with you, I don't think there'll ever be a right time to start the thing you want to start. You can prepare as much as you want, and something else that you don't know is always going to come up. And you're always going to have to plan for that. So I kind of like winging it sometimes. I like structure, but I do like winging it. One thing I wish I would have done early is invest. I really wish that I would have took stocks and like Roth accounts and things like that more serious. Like I have a 401k and all of that stuff, but I wish I would have started early, like learning about investing and what that means. Because now at my age, girl, I could be a millionaire had I done it like in my 20s.
If you had just bought that house in kindergarten instead of playing outside,
You see what I'm saying? Playing
you'd have,
house should have been buying house.
but y'all, you know what? Y'all broke though, and y'all don't understand.
Do you see what I'm saying?
It's low vibrational.
Low
You know,
vibration.
it's them phones. Y'all need to stay off them phones.
Come on, it's messing up the
It's
shockwaves through your.
Ain't that how they get on the internet and talk to us, girl? We just broke bums because we not further ahead.
It's this right here. That's the problem. This is the issue. This is the problem.
Get them out of here.
Get them out of here. Discontinue them now. I'm tired of them. I don't like them.
I agree with you, friend. I agree. I think we can have concepts of a plan. I think it's fair to have just concepts of a plan sometimes because I used to get caught up in, and I'm sure you can talk to this too. I used to get caught up in perfection because when you do content, people, regardless of what your video was about, people are going to pick at the thing that should nobody be paying attention to.
Hello.
Oh, your nose ring look like this. Oh, this piece of hair, this one braid. Oh, your chin, and like.
And don't get me started with the background. They all up in your background. Whatever's going on back here,
girl. And it's an unexpected thing, but it made me like overly anal about how I presented myself to the world, and so I really had to do like a breakdown of my personality and then build myself back up. Because regardless of what you think about this video, you cannot dispute the fact that I am talented, smart, funny, resourceful, as well as paid. And so I think we got to let go of perfection a little bit because especially like on social media where everything is so heavily curated and people are telling us, oh, this wig is perfect. You ain't going to see the lace. Oh, these veneers are perfect. You ain't going to see the them looking like a horse. Or, oh, this, like we go out of our way to present this image of perfect and it just doesn't exist. And I think a lot of times too, like we have to just do the thing, right?
Yeah, just do it.
A good example would be like, I did my Kevin Hart content or whatever, and I was upset because I had just got my hair done, but I didn't have time to do my makeup. Because I've been saying, I'm like, friend, you got to get up and put makeup on a little more consistently. Maybe just to get in your little girly phase. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Girl, I ain't had no makeup on, but I got up and I did that content, and that video hit 1 million views 24 hours
I love
later.
it. I
And so
love it.
it don't have to be perfect sometimes.
Mhm.
You just got to start.
Just gotta start. And I think putting that message out there is important because a lot of people look at us as content creators and they feel as though we had this whole thing planned out from the jump.
Right.
Absolutely not. I know. I did not know. And I'm gonna tell you that whatever I thought when I started this is not where I'm at today. Like I didn't know this is where I didn't know I was gonna be with Urban One. I didn't know I was gonna meet Jerlyn. I didn't know nothing that happened now. I just started. And I think like when people are waiting for that perfect moment, you don't realize that like years and years and years and years and years are going by and you still haven't started. Like look at all the time you wasted trying to start. Like if you just start, then you'll be way further ahead than if you did. Just know that if you start, you'll be way further ahead than if you didn't at all. And so that's my biggest thing is like, I just do stuff sometimes just to see if I can do it. Like it might be scary. I might be nervous. I do have anxiety. Jerlyn, no, I got low anxiety, honey. Your girl got anxiety for real. But it's like, I still do it. She be helping me through it, y'all. No worries. We are really a team. Okay, you hear me? I really be working through that anxiety because anxiety is fear. And that will stop you from going after the things that you want to go for and like do. So I'm just saying, if you got the idea, try it and you can learn along the way. You don't want to, you want to learn all the stuff you got to learn like right now, because when you get further along, you don't want to make mistakes or have to learn things that you could have learned earlier on. So like when that comes up later on, you be like, oh, all right, deal with that. I know what to do now. But if you wait and then you learning all these big major mistakes when you finally decide to start, it's like, just do it now. What that man say? Yeah.
Yeah, Nike, just do it.
Just
if
do
you
it.
like to offer us a
you on the couch, you ain't doing nothing. Get up and do it. Like
you're sitting at home, sitting on the couch, wasting your time. Damn. Damn. A bowl of cereal before I got to work.
I ain't shit.
make you feel bad, girl. But that's like the society that we live in. Like we get told that stuff got to be perfect, and so I'm glad you're not perfect, friend, because I think all the things that are imperfect about you are why we work so well, because they mesh with all the things that are imperfect about me. Absolutely. And like perfection just does not exist. The sooner we stop trying to achieve it and just try to be the best at whatever we're doing, I think we will be in a lot better positions. And so I hope that hopefully something that we said resonated with y'all and y'all don't feel like we're just criticizing y'all, because let me be the first to say, I'm not perfect either. I'm nowhere close. I want y'all to know I have plenty of flaws. I'm wrong often. And there's a bunch of stuff that I just do not know.
Same. So, girl, me and Jerlyn just sit on the phone and just talk about, you need people who want to do things. I would say that. If you can't get yourself motivated, right, and you seem to be having a hard time, well, surround yourself with people who want to do things, who want to excel, who want to get further in life. Because me and Jerlyn will get on the phone thinking we're just shooting the breeze. And next thing you know, we done talked about like 10 business things that we need to do. We got to get a trip together for our followers. We need to start this business plan. We need to go ahead. Like you need people who can ignite that in you so that you will feel like you're always moving forward. You know, so if you look at your circle, and I'm not saying write people off. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying if you look at your circle and you see your mindset is somewhere else and you want to be somewhere else and you kind of moving in that direction and you kind of surrounding yourself with people who are very complacent or content or kind of lack the motivation to do so, then you need to change some people in your circle or add some people who can actually help you get there. Because as long as you surround your people who don't want nothing but what they already have, then that's exactly where you'll be too. So I think it's really important. Like me and Jerlyn work really good together because things she's good at, I'm not. Things I'm good at, she's not. And then we just talk about it and then we just come up with a whole plan. It's lit. Like it's really lit over here.
Yeah. No, really. It is truly a blessing to have people in your circle that compliment you. And I think that'd be the problem, that a lot of people want somebody to. I don't need somebody who's just like me.
No.
I'm flawed. Yeah, I literally just said I don't know everything. So why would I want to be in cahoots with someone who only knows as much as I know?
Yeah, right.
About the things that I know about. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a recipe for disaster. And so, it's always fun to be surrounded by people like that can push you to the next level. For me, that's the only competing I want to do with people that I call my friends. How hard are you going to push me today to be a better person? That's the competition. It's not us competing against each other. It's us. Let's see who can support the other person the hardest, or let's see who can create more money for us in revenue this year.
Yes,
that's what I want to talk about.
Exactly. Y'all, we not playing. That's really all we want to talk about.
Because where is the money at?
Where is the money? God, don't own it.
We have had a time today. I think we can't. I don't think we could end on a better note. We done gave y'all a mini sermon. We done gave y'all some encouragement. And we done told y'all our business a little bit. So I think it's a good, well-rounded episode.
That is good. And if you want more, tune in Thursdays on YouTube for the visuals. If you want to listen, you can just listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know every time your girl's around. All right, y'all. Until next time.
Peace. Bye.